Ryan Pierce from Seat Time here. Awesome guy Jim Holley next to me. He's the one who's always interviewing everybody at all the races. But we wanted to get a chance to say hi and actually interview him. So how's your day been so far at the Dallas Supercross?
Well, you know, it's always great to be here in Dallas. The thing about it is I'm excited because it's started that East Coast.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys are going to be buying for that #1 plate like Barsha has. They're going to be done it for him. And I'm talking about Blake Baggett. I really want to see how Bogle is going to do. I think he's going to be good. I already said Blake Baggett.
Yeah, that's all right.
Blake Wharton.
Yeah.
You know, I'm curious to see how Malcolm Stewart. He didn't have any podiums last year. You know, it's time for him to step up and get some podiums. He's got a new ride. BJ Larson is it. There's a plethora of guys out there that can win this thing.
Yeah, and they're all in. A lot of the names that you just mentioned are actually on a bunch of different teams. You know, you got all your manufacturers covered. So it's really going to be interesting to see which bike and which rider comes out on top. Now, we hear that you're pretty much a resident badass when it comes to being a stunt driver and motorcycles as well. What's the most recent thing that you worked on?
I just finished up a film with, I was doubling Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Untitled Western, and it'll probably come out later on this year. I actually thought it was going to be a cowboy thing with Untitled Western.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and I was riding a 1948 Norton in the desert in between Barstow and Nevada.
Yeah.
So I was out there having some fun. But,
The worst time ever, right?
Well, it was actually because it was hot. It was August in the middle of the desert out west. You know, it was hot out there, but thank God I didn't have to wear too much gear. It was just a shirt and some pants and stuff, and no helmet actually. But you know, that's not cool. I don't like doing
Yeah, no, for sure. You got to be safe. And I'd say, so tonight, I'm actually quite a big beer drinker myself. Seat Time is beer drinking and bench racing. That's what we're all about. You find a good couch and hang out there for a while, talk some motorcycles. Is there any chance that you're going to be doing that later tonight and I could probably have a beer with you?
No, I don't drink.
He doesn't drink. That's okay. What about if you pretend and I drink?
Well, I'll have an iced tea or something.
Yeah, all right. So there's a possibility there may be more of this later, and I may actually ask a lot better questions because I may be in an awesome place. I don't know, but Jim Holley, thank you very much for coming and saying hi. Well, I mean, I could ask him more questions, you know, so like, he's got more time, folks. Let's see, let's go ahead.
Well, normally I'm busy with, if you go to supercrossonline.com,
oh, that's true.
And the show is Supercross Live, but, you know, I did all my stuff, my track walk, I'm just kind of chilling, watching a little bit of practice.
All right, track walk. What do you think of the track? Because I actually got a chance to walk on the track as well, and that's the first time I've done a Supercross track walk, and I've got my own opinions of feeling like a virgin in that sense. And what is your opinion of the track?
Well, first of all, I got to hand it to Jerry Jones for building this new stadium because just think if we were in Irving, Texas,
we'd be
a big
flooded.
hole. The fans would be okay, but that track would be flooded. But you know, I thought the track's good. You know, the interesting thing about it is with the Dirtworks guys, and I did a piece. It's called the Toyota Tailgate. It comes out on Wednesdays on SupercrossOnline.com, and I talked to Norm Bigelow from Dirtworks. And I asked him, you know, exactly, you know, who comes up with the designs of the track. He said 90% of the time it's Chris Winkler that comes up with the designs because, you know, each and every weekend you got to come up with something new and inventive and make it challenging enough for the riders. But you got to keep it safe enough for the privateers, so also, you know, you got to make it safe. So, but I thought the track here tonight is going to be great for Dallas. And I think the other thing is that, you know, the Dirtworks guys did their homework. They got a little bit of moisture in it, so it shouldn't be too dry and slippery, but I think come main event time, it will be a little dry and slippery in some spots.
It seemed tacky when I was out there walking around. I love that Dragon's Back. That double Dragon's Back is just so sick.
It's always something, Brian, you mentioned about the tackiness. It's always tacky in practice. They get the water. I mean, that's the best time. Actually, the best time, I'm going to stand to be corrected, the best time to ride is that first heat race after opening ceremony. That track is just primo. That's the way you want to go, but it's going to be good. I thought it was interesting that in some of the lap times, Blake Baggett, he was down there in the times, that first session, but I'm sure he'll pick it back up again, but right up front it was Barsha and Blake Wharton at the times in the lights class, and then the Supercross class, believe it or not, Kevin Winham had the fast time after that first practice. So.
He's getting ready for that big old transfer. I saw him lining that thing up yesterday at the media day. Oh my gosh, it is so big!
Yeah, I mean, his mechanic and team managers and everybody, Mike Morocco's over there, they must cringe when he does it. You know, because
that's a lot of money that could go down.
Yeah, I mean, but it's great for the fans. I mean, that's what they live for. They live to come to watch opening ceremonies and the Supercross. Feld Motorsports, they do such a great job with the pyrotechnics and opening ceremony, introducing the rider. This is the only sport, you know, that the professional sport that you can actually come and meet the riders and shake their hands and say hi. They're accessible, you know.
Yeah, everywhere else they barricade them off and try to keep everybody separated.
I mean, you're not going to go to a Dallas Mavericks game and meet Dirk Nowitzki. He's not going to sit down and
you might if you go to a bar afterwards, though.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. You could be on your couch.
That could be my next show that I start. Well, that's cool, and that's kind of fun. You know, we're here with the Violation 1 National Switchgear guys and SMS KTM, and it's fun. We're doing a little video for them, and it's just interesting because I personally have always just been the guy in the or in the stands, had my beers. I've enjoyed Supercross, but now it is fun being able to kind of like meet people and hang out and do the track walk and stuff like that. It's just a totally new level to Supercross, and it's opening my eyes completely to it.
Yeah, you mentioned something new to this team, like you were talking about, Violation 1. You know, Adam, this is his second year. Mr. Sewell, one of the riders, number 16, he was actually 15th fastest. So they're expecting some big things out of Mr. Sewell, you know, to get that bike in that top 10 first of all, and then after that we can start building, and we can go from there and maybe get in that top 5, possibly a podium. That'd be ecstatic for the whole team. I know Tim Shea, everybody, they'd be happy if they can get a podium out of it.
Yeah, well, it would be cool. All right, so seattime.co is where you can find all of our information. We do our shows Monday nights, and they're typically up by about Wednesday because I have a real job. And after I drink so much, I can't edit on a Monday night. So, you know, it takes me a while. But that's where you can find all the stuff. Twitter is seattime_co, so I need to make sure that you start following us and create some awesomeness with us.
Well,
I think that'd be a good time.
I don't know. This is the phone that I use. I don't even have, what are they called now? The square ones? You know, where you can go on the internet and all that
stuff? The iPhone?
The iPhone, there you go.
You know, whatever.
My kids have the iPhones. I don't have the iPhones. I'm 51 years old. I'm back in the old technology.
I'm 32, so I float in the middle of it.
Yeah,
so it's not the end of the world. Well, thank you very much, Tim. We really appreciate it. I know we're going to hang out a little bit more, hopefully one day. Maybe you can pretend to drink with me later tonight. We don't know. But thank you. Supercross, Dallas. Love it. You always enjoy. Pipe full of awesome.